back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second video of today and the final video of today, to F1 2019 career mode as Fabian Vettel. Yes, this is the career mode where we're trying to take Fabian Vettel, Sebastian's brother, to become a Formula 1 driver and hopefully to win the World Drivers' Championship one day with the other Vettel. Right now we're sat 4th in the drivers' standings with 16 points after the first 2 rounds, going somewhat okay. You know, today's round 3, as you can see, of the 21 race calendar, and we're hoping for another good, clean race. I believe we qualified P6 possibly in this race, which is the highest qualifying position of the season so far. So obviously that's good for, I guess, the start of the of this race, and we'll go from there hopefully. Yeah, so yeah, what more can I say? Now it's time to hand it over to David Croft.
It's time to find out which driver is up to the task of claiming the Chinese Grand Prix. We're here in Shanghai. We're here in the Yangtze River Delta today, home of the 16 corners that make up the Shanghai International Circuit. 54% of this 3.3-mile lap is taken at full throttle, and we'll be getting up to speeds of around 200 miles an hour, with DRS assisting the cars down the back straight before they brake into the sharp hairpin at turn 14. And I'm joined once again by Anthony Davidson to bring you the lowdown for today's race. Let's talk about King. They're still relatively new to a sport which does have a high learning curve and, of course, little tolerance for mistakes.
And this is something that has ended the career of many a young driver, as that leap up to Formula 1 proved to be too much. But luckily in this case, I'd say they're doing a good, solid job, and the risk the team took in signing them is definitely starting to pay off.
So there we go then. Thank you, David. Here we go then. So, here's the driver order. It's Vettel on pole from Lewis Hamilton in second. Third and fourth, we have Bottas and Verstappen. Fifth and sixth, we have Leclerc and Sainz. Seventh is myself, and then followed by Albon. Norris 9th, Magnussen 10th. 11th, Perez and Raikkonen in 12th. Grosjean 13th, 14th Ricciardo, Hulkenberg 15th, Daniel Kvyat 16th, 17th for Stroll, 18th Pierre Gasly, and Russell and Kubica rounding up the back of the grid. So then here we go then for what is then the third race of the season then here. Yeah, you know, and we're expecting some rain later on in this one, so that shall be something we will look out for later on in the race. But here we go then as we get underway for our formation lap. Alex Albon behind us, Sainz ahead of us. What can we do then at the Chinese Grand Prix? Then what will happen, I do wonder. And yeah, you know, can we, you know, have a good race once again, gain some more points and strengthen our position, not only in the Alpha team but in the championship as a whole. You know, from these first 2 races anyway, prior to this, we've had some amazing point scoring positions. I believe our lowest position right now is 6th, which is pretty decent. Obviously we're not going for the championship, that's one thing for sure, but at the end of the day, the aim is to obviously still get some good solid points for the team, and if we can do that, well, then that's a win-win situation then for us anyway. So right, on the warm-up here, warming up the tyres nice and steadily as we head into this sequence of corners before the long back straight. Car feels good, even though we haven't raced yet. It's one single corner. So right, now it's time to just work the tyres as much as we possibly can we'll see. So, yeah. Alright, here we go then, as we prepare to start the Chinese Grand Prix. Probably a circuit that won't feature, unfortunately, on the 2020 calendar due to the coronavirus. However, it will certainly feature here today on the F1 2019 calendar, as this is a game. So therefore, you know, not a bad circuit though. This will be certainly a missed circuit from the calendar, one of the better circuits actually on the calendar, I'd argue. So it's a shame we're losing it maybe from 2020. However, safety first always has to be, even for the fans, let alone the drivers, you know. So here we go then, 5 red lights. It's lights out and away we go. Not the greatest of starts, but second part of actually the launch weren't that bad actually. As we head up into turn 1, we got a car to the left, car to the right. It's Albon who goes down the inside. Magnussen and Grosjean also there, so I've got to be careful here because it's very easy to get caught up here. Grosjean to the right of me, and there we go then. So we're down into P8, which isn't been the greatest of starts then here. So we're going to turn down the engine, but we're going to go down the inside then here on Albon. Can we get the position back straight away? Yes, we can. So we're back up into P7, then that's not bad. As we going to lose then P7 once again, then we're going to take back P7. A little bit of contact between myself and Alex Albon. So yeah, you know, that's obviously not the greatest things to do. Don't want to be banging wheels too many times like that. But neither here or there. Then first lap then, and it's been a bit of a mixture of first laps. Ain't been the greatest, ain't been the worst. Alright, can we get into an early rhythm? And we've lost the car. We're going to try and get back underway. So we are going to just use a flashback for the sake of the entertainment side of this video. If we lose the car again, then fair enough. Right, here we go then. Up the main straight, or not main straight, but back straight. I always see this though more as a main straight around here than the actual main straight, because main straight's rather short around here. This is rather long, and that's where all the major DRS passes will happen. Into the hairpin. Now the final sequence of corners into the final corner. Kiss the apex, and that's good. And then across the line to start lap 2.
You'll be on the mediums.
So it's already we're on lap 2 as we head into first corner again. Now we're going to go softs at this pit stop. Reason why we're going to go soft, because if rain is imminent, might as well try and just take the softest tyres. Oh frick. I shouldn't be using a flashback there for that, but I still am, because I haven't played the game in a couple of days actually, to tell you the truth. So I'm maybe a bit rusty. Not only to the car, but to the game. I've been playing a lot of Call of Duty, shall I say. But my pace is still there. As you can see, pace. See, the thing is about Formula 1, pace never goes. You always have, you're either quick or you're not, I believe. Like, there's never an in-between in Formula 1. Right, up back straight. Sainz is getting away from me a little bit here. And here comes Albon. So Alex Albon will get placed now, without the DRS that is. Oh, Albon locks up. This leads us to bang again front, well, our wheels a little bit with Albon. I'm going to try and follow Albon here. I'm not going to try and just immediately re-overtake, because sometimes, okay, and this is a trick you can use in your Formula 1 career. Sometimes it's actually best to just stay behind. This can be, well, this applies to any Formula 1 game, because sometimes if you stay behind you can get something called slipstream, you know, and you just follow them, or settle down a little bit, try and find a rhythm. That's what I'm trying to do right now with car. I'm trying to find a rhythm that I can sort of get into and then make the car go a bit quicker. And this allows me save a little bit of things as well, like engine, battery, fuel. As you can see, look how much closer Albon's got. Now, probably going to overtake now. Alright, got a good exit. So we're going to sort of reverse that position. Here we go then. And as you can see, easily done, even before we get to the hairpin. Yep, that was very good. And just see now how myself and Albon can relay here, I hope. And whilst Albon now is, you know, probably going to be behind me, probably doing the same as what I did onto him the last lap, I can now try and hopefully just apply a bit of pressure to Sainz and challenge him a little bit. Alright, we're coming in anyway, end of this lap, so alright, we're gonna just save a few things, like battery and fuel, so then we can push. Yellow flag has been brought out. Will that change strategy? I'm not sure. Sometimes it may, other times it won't. Grosjean out. That was a very simple... These mistakes I'm making currently are so simple. Like, they may not necessarily look simple, but they are, trust me. Very simple errors that a driver of my level should not make. Right, anyway, we're coming in at the end of this lap. Probably we'll get the undercut. Right, let's get the car. Oh, then there we go. Get the car into the pits. Nicely done. Now bringing the car in. Right. Trying to just be as late as possible then there. Bottas on the softs. We're going on to the softs. Bottas is on mediums. 2.8 seconds, that's not bad. Good stop. And there we go. Right. This is going to be close, I would have thought, between myself and Sainz on the exit, because we're going to have now fresher tyres. Now, they should have probably boxed McLaren Sainz first. Clearly they've chosen to keep Sainz out. Now, this is probably part of the race where we're going to have a bit more speed than anyone else, because, you know, given now the fact it's raining, given the fact, you know, overall we're on the softs, everyone else going to go to mediums, I think, here. And Carlos Sainz is out, so that puts us immediately into P6 then, 'cause we were P7 before, so we're now up into P6. That's a net position, by the way. So that's where, like, our net position will be. There's signs, as you can see. So he's out of this race. And, yeah, not great for Carlos. And now people are coming into the pits. And, as I say, it is raining now. So that sort of, in a way, helps us. Because anyone on the mediums will have colder tyres.
Our gap to the car in front is 11.2 seconds.
And easily, then, Kayano in front there. So that puts us up into 12th. So right now it's certainly nowhere near the changeover right now, the track. Still perfect as day, even though it is raining. Probably line's getting more greasy as I talk. So Verstappen has gotten out them there quite nicely.
The car behind has boxed for the mediums. Car behind on the medium tyre.
Like, our main focus is to probably get a decent result, get P6 at minimum, and anything more would be fabulous. That's always, I think, the goal when you're in Alfa Romeo. So, line is getting probably a bit more greasy, but still nowhere near the crossover. So, right, we were behind Albon. Albon should come in now. Yes, he is. So Albon's in. So this should just basically enable us to come out well ahead of Albon. I'm not sure how far Albon is going to be behind, but it's not going to be close, I don't think, on exit anymore.
The track conditions aren't improving. It's your choice as to whether you want to fit the wets next time you come in.
So yeah, look at the gap now between ourselves and Alex Albon, and we're actually on the back of Leclerc here, Charles Leclerc. So we're on the softs and on the back of Leclerc. Yeah, look at the gap we've already got now over Albon. It's around probably 7 seconds, to tell you the truth. And we've got 2.1 second gap now. So right, next tyres we're going to fit is probably going to be the Inters. The track is probably going to get wet enough for Inters, I would have thought. But it's, when do you go to the Inters now? Like, you know, you don't want to go too early, you'll burn them out. Don't want to go too late, you'll lose a lot of track time. So, alright. Give me a few seconds. They're saying lap 12. I'm gonna beg to differ, because that'll be 2 laps before the end, so, you know, I'm gonna keep to this current strategy. I believe we'll be going to Inters probably before that lap, so I'm going to say one of the next few laps. Fat. Yeah, not yet. I'm going to say probably next lap Inters. Fat. Probably should have gone maybe that lap. I'm not sure.
Okay, we can take you this lap.
I'm going to go this lap. Feel like track's ready. I'm ready for the Inters. Yeah, I probably should have gone last lap, but yeah, I feel like this is the lap now where tyres have sort of gone off. Not gone off like as in losing their grip, but gone off as in it's now time. Yeah, 100% now. You can just see we're just sliding into the corner. We're no longer braking as we would expect. So Inters are going to go on at the end of this lap. It's now time. So now's the moment. Now we could jump actually 2 cars here. We could jump not only 1 Ferrari, but also 1 Mercedes, depending on whether or not they double stack or what happens. So yeah, race engineer saying time to come change tyres. I completely and utterly agree. That is time. But what will happen here with strategies? Because, you know, we've got 2 Mercedes in close proximity, 2 Ferraris in close proximity, and I believe that both double stacking except Ferrari. So Ferrari are leaving Leclerc out, and we're going to go straight into the barrier, literally do a Lewis Hamilton there. We're going to just, you know, basically rewind, but yeah, literally. So Mercedes double stacking, Leclerc and Ferrari not double stacking. So is that a sacrifice really to one of our drivers? Could be close between myself and Bottas actually on the exit here. Oh, I could have got out ahead. I know I could have got out. Right, let's try and see whether or not we can beat Bottas. Let's attempt to. If we don't beat him this time, we'll just accept it. Because literally there was a bit of a gap. So right, hold clutch in. Come on. Oh no, not going to get ahead, but very closely behind. So Bottas is now only the car in front. Can we go down the inside of Bottas here? Absolutely, yes we can. DRS now disabled. So obviously we're ahead of now Bottas. Might even get ahead of Leclerc here, if the outlap is good enough. As I say, you know, Leclerc's going to lose a lot of time on them dries. Will he lose 3 seconds? That's the question. Or will he lose enough time to the point where he comes out behind? Tough question. And questions that probably will be answered very shortly. Where is Leclerc? Well, still... Is he going up? Oh, this is going to be close, I think. Because Leclerc going up that main straight now. Still got a few corners. We're going into this section of a circuit. 15
minutes till we expect the heavy rain to arrive.
And Bottas gonna breeze back past here. Can we get that Bottas back down the straight? I'm not sure. Can we? Or will we? Yes, we will. Nice. Right, will we come ahead of Leclerc?
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Here we go then. Pass one of the Red Bulls. There is Leclerc on the exit. Leclerc goes into turn 1. Oh, not much though. Less to separate. And can we do what we did to Bottas? No. Leclerc ahead of us. But there is still opportunity to come. Don't forget we've got this. Well, don't forget we've got obviously more warmer tyres, I guess. Can we put them to good use? Probably not, no. Leclerc looking very good shape then here. So right, let's see what we can do. And that's a moment, bit of a scary moment for ourselves. Running in P5, but I was really jockeying the back on myself. Alright, we can keep Bottas behind. That could be also a win. Like, you know what I mean. And we're not going to keep Bottas behind. Bottas going to go through as we sailed off the track. Then there, in these damp intermediate conditions, we got 11 seconds now to Norris. So, yeah, that's not good. Not been a greatest of races, I'm not going to lie. We've had, not problems, but we've not been, unfortunately, good enough today. We've made one or two errors that have cost us dear time. And that was just another one of those small errors. Small basic errors that we shouldn't be making. But either way, you know, P6, I'll take that. 8 points. That's another 8 points in the bank. That's 24 points for the entire season so far after 3 rounds. That's basically a race win. And also, we're going to close the gap significantly to Alex Albon,
2 seconds a lap.
who's on 25 points. By the looks of it, Albon ain't even going to score points today. So, yeah, we're going to gain significantly in championship order on Albon. So, lap 11. So,
There's 4 laps of fuel remaining.
we've only got a few more laps to go now. For me, it's no longer necessarily about racing guys in front in these conditions. It's just about getting the car home to safety, to where we score points. And car just didn't want to go in a straight line there. Just wanted to wheel spin. Had to really control the slide. And that's something you have to learn to do in this car. Like, in the intermediate conditions in any car, you have to learn to control slide, which can be a nightmare sometimes, just like you saw there. Car, every time I got on the pad, just wanted to kick out and didn't want to go the direction I wanted to go. So, yeah, you know.
Be aware your tyres need to go the distance.
So, right. Lap 12. We're actually very good through turns 1 and 2, actually. I feel very good through there. And you can just see, actually, sector 1, we're actually gaining on Bottas. Only if we could do that maybe in the next few sectors for the remainder of this race. That'd be very good. Car getting a bit loose there, but that's okay.
3.0 seconds.
Only losing 2/10, so that's not bad. Teammate status.
Gap to teammate behind is 22.5 seconds.
So that's gap back to my teammate, 22.5 seconds.
With a 1 minute 51.4.
So, by the way, 2 drivers leading the championship are Bottas and Leclerc. Right now, Leclerc would extend his lead in the championship by a couple of points, I believe, right now, by 3 points. Not sure who's got fastest lap at this present time. Fastest lap?
Say again, you're breaking up. Couldn't receive
Fastest.
that. Repeat the message. The fastest lap at this point in time is a 1:36.2.
So 1:36.2, so certainly not us, as ours is a 1:38.5. So, not sure who's got the fastest lap. I don't believe it's Leclerc. Let's have a quick look, see who's got fastest lap. So Lewis Hamilton, 1:36.2, 1:36.7, 1:36.6. So I believe it's Lewis Hamilton with the 1:36.2. So yeah, Lewis, your race leader, would take full 26 points today in the championship, and that's a slide. Right, let's get the car just turn around quickly as possible. Not going to use anything. They're going to gain so much time here, and going to be right on the back of me in these final part of the race. But as you can see, I didn't use any flashback there. I just got the car going under its own power, its own steam. So 3 seconds a gap. They're going to be right on top of me now, going into this final lap after that spin. Let's try and cool the tyres. Tyres are cooling down nicely now. That's good.
Increase ERS deployment. It's time to use some of this charge.
Right.
This is your final lap of the race.
Final lap of the race then. Should come home in P6 unless we make another error just like we did the lap before. So that was a fundamental error. We've turned up also our ERS for this one precise lap. Just so hopefully we can secure the win. Not win, 6th. But yeah, win in midfield, let's say.
0.1 seconds.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Right on the edge there. I thought that could have been it. Let's not spin. That's it. Very good. Nicely done. Right, a few more corners to go. Then half a lap left. Half a lap to hang on to P6. To get some more points. And we're off the circuit. Now we're trying to find a route back onto the circuit. Norris is going to be right on my arse going into this final few moments. Literally, this is the most dirtiest finish to a race. I've got no grip. Oh my days. Absolute everything then up this back straight. Please, hang on car, just for a couple more corners. That's all I need. I don't need much. I don't ask for much. This could be a bit of contact between myself and Perez, but I think we will just hold on to P6. Unless there's one final tale to be said. No, there isn't. We get P6. Oh my god, literally. I honestly thought when we went off the circuit there, that could have been, well, race over.
So another fantastic victory for the
But
Silver Arrows.
then we went off again twice in the on the same bit of
What
grass.
helped them deliver this result?
Oh, but yeah, Lewis Hamilton's your race winner. What a final few corners or
Very balanced package.
half a lap.
And what that means is that the drivers have confidence to attack. And having that confidence gets you on the power earlier, it lets you brake later, and can put you a long way up the road.
And there we go then.
So after a
Folks, you
match
have it.
race, we can now see the
There's your
drivers
top three.
making their way to the podium.
Hamilton, Vettel and
Silver Arrows will take
Verstappen.
top spot.
It's another win
This
for
World Championship.
Mercedes.
Here's how things look in the drivers'
Another
league.
victory.
Charles Leclerc, currently leading the championship standings, extends his lead even further with this
So,
result. So,
that's now the championship as it currently looks.
Nico Hulkenberg did an excellent job out on the track.
We're
today.
only
He
a
played
point
aggressive
away from both
capitalised
Verstappen
on openings
and
throughout the race.
It's
from
time to see
Albon.
how things are shaping up in
We
the
remain
Constructors'
P4,
Championship. Mercedes
10 points ahead of
continues to
both
extend their lead.
McLaren
Meanwhile,
and
Goodyear
Racing Point.
this weekend, who pushed themselves further up the order. Well,
So yeah,
certainly an incredible
very, very good then.
racing.
That was, yeah, Pooh came out there at the end, trust me, on that. Albon, one lap behind somehow, not sure how, what happened there. I thought Albon would have been a lot closer, so yeah, there you go then, that is your race then for the Chinese Grand Prix. I'll be back then with another video for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. To probably either tomorrow, maybe not tomorrow, maybe Tuesday. At the earliest, I'm not too sure. Put it that way. But yeah, we'll soon find out. But yeah, you know, that was a good race from there. P6. But yeah, otherwise, yeah, that was pretty decent. Before though we do go, we're going to quickly have a look at the R&D progress. Skip to Azerbaijan, select the tyres, obviously, and then we'll leave from there and see whether I think we got some updates due for Azerbaijan. I believe engine and drag reduction. Not too sure, but yeah, you know, got some updates possibly for Azerbaijan, which would be good if they come through successfully. Let me just have a look whether or not we do or we don't. Do we have any updates? Yeah, we do. Front downforce and engine power, pistons. So yeah, that'll be pretty good. If they come through, we got how many points? I think 100, 1,800. So got some R&D points also on the way here. So right, gonna skip to the next race weekend, as I said. You know, you're gonna select the tyres. So we're gonna take some of the super softs or softs here. So yeah. And then that will be that. That'll be today's F1 episode over and done with then. So yeah, you know, let's see whether them upgrades have come through successfully as intended and planned, or has anything failed in the line of development. Let's see. Hopefully not, because, you know, I want to be as competitive. I want to upgrade the car consistently. You know. So, upgrades. Yep, both of them complete. Mostly a dry weekend by the looks of it. Let's see now where we are in the development standings. And we're actually now fourth from bottom. So we're actually a lot closer to teams like Racing Point. So that's very, very good in terms of development front. So yeah, you know, obviously you won't be making any upgrades until the end of the weekend, if that. So yeah, we've made some nice strides towards that midfield pack, you know, and yeah, you know, I think that's good, obviously. So right now we're being quite consistent in terms of the upgrading, to say the very least. Like yeah, you know, so yeah, that's pretty decent. We've now got a nice upgraded car for this weekend, in general. Yeah, we'll take it from there then. So that was good. Thank you for watching. Until the next time, guys, please subscribe, like and share this video. Until then, have a great day.